Hello everyone. In this video, I would like to show you the Family Auditor plugin that we have been working on. We released the first version a few months ago, and well, we've got a small update now, and I would like to take you through the features of the plugin. So uh, you can find the plugin under the Add-ins tab, and it is called the Family Auditor. Now there is a admin version and a user version. I will show you the admin version. So if you open up the window, then you will see you've got your rules and a description for every rule, and you can enable or disable the rule, and you can modify the input. So for instance, for the number of elements, you can modify the number of elements that you would, and the maximum number of elements inside of a family. And you can do the same for the other rules. So for materials, you could say, okay, I don't want families with more than 50 families in them, 50 materials in them. And of course, you can just enable them one by one. So like this. And by default, the plugin is disabled. Now, this is because there is a admin version and a user version. And the main goal of this plugin when we started developing it, the idea was that on big projects, the BIM coordinator is usually running after other people, is taking care, is cleaning up other people's mess, right? Because there might be like 10 engineers working in a Revit model, and the Revit engineers might get families from all kinds of sources, like pluck them off the internet from some shady website. And you don't know what the quality of the family is, right? So the idea of this plugin is that it prevents those families being loaded in. So in this typical setting, right, where you have a BIM coordinator and maybe 10 engineers working on one model, the BIM coordinator can define the rules with the admin version of the plugin, then disable or, enable the plugin by clicking the enable button. And then with the save rules, he can save the rules to the document. So if you hit save rules, the rules will be saved to the document. And then when you sync the document, those rules will be saved along with the model. And then when every other engineer that is working in the same model reloads latest, they will also get those rules. And then with their user version of the plugin, those rules will apply as well. So that was really the main idea behind this. And also its main feature, stopping families from loading in that do not pass certain criteria. Now, there is one other feature that the plugin has. So, and that is if you copy paste between projects, Revit will sometimes duplicate families for you. So now this happens when you have a family with the same name, but different content, right? So let me show you. I've made a small sample file with some families, and I have the same sample file over here, but I modified the families a little bit. So these families have an extra type parameter that the other family does not. So if you would copy paste these families into the other project, and that Revit would find duplicates, and then it would rename the new families and put a 1 at the end of the name. So it gets this suffix 1. You've probably seen this, and it can really pollute your model. So another feature of our plugin is that it will alert the user and also directly give them an option to resolve it. So I've got 3 families in here. Now, let me first show you what happened in our first version of the plugin. The first version of the plugin, you could this functionality was already in there, but it would only do it for one family. It would show this window, and then for every family. So if you would load in 10 duplicate families, then you would get this window 10 times. Now that's really annoying, of course. So in the new version of our plugin, no, let me undo that and let me select multiple families. Now these are all duplicates. These have all been edited. Now if I now load these in, it will present a new window for handling multiple duplicate families. So the nice thing about this is that you can maybe, I don't know, if you get like tens of duplicate families, which sometimes happens, then you can rename them all if you like with your own suffix, right, instead of the one. Or you could go through each family individually and then hit the button, and then you will get the window that was already present in the first version. And then per family, you can specify a custom action. So let's say I would like to replace this one, right, and then replace the new family with the existing family. And for this one, I want to rename it differently. So this is going to be a test. Right, and if you then hit OK, it's going to process these families in the way that you've defined through this dialog. There we go, and then it processes it, and as you can see, this is now the family that was already present in the model, so it removed the duplicate. For this one, it gave it a test suffix, and this one gave it the regular suffix that we've defined for the rename all. All right, so that's really it, and we've added 2 new rules, and we will keep adding more rules in the future and keep working on the plugin. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it will be of use, and please, if you have any comments or recommendations, we would like to hear from you. Thank you.